Hey guys, alright, so we're gonna take a look real quick at YFN Lucci since he was wanted in connection to some murder. They were saying he was hiding. Now he's turned himself in, and we got like booking photos or whatever, and now they're saying that it was about that he was supposedly the driver and the person that died was part of their crew, and somebody threw the guy out the van or car or whatever. It's a mess. So we're gonna see like what Spirit has to say about it. I mean, they're really coming after these rappers, you guys. I mean, it's like, geez, like if you're in the game and you're not living by the rules of society, then be careful, I guess. Let me light my sage before we start. And I mean, it's kind of crazy too when you think about the fact that Lil Wayne is facing all of these Fed charges, and now Lucci is, and that's supposed to be, you know, I mean, it's two very close people to Reginae. My room just always reeks of incense and sage, guys. Oh, he smells like a head shop in here. Alright, Spirit, please tell me anything you can in regards to YFN Lucci. Let's look up what is his real name. Rayshawn Bennett, okay. Spirit, aka Rayshawn Bennett. What should we know about him, Spirit? We'll also be asking about Reginae Carter. Spirit, please give us some details we ask about in this reading, as well as all who participate in which we are asking only with the intent of clarity and understanding, not with any judgment. Thank you, Spirit, for joining us. Okay. So let's see what Spirit has to say first. Somebody snitched on him, you guys. All right, well, he and Reginae were actually planning on or talking about getting married and having a baby when they started to work on their relationship. Obviously, with the death card and the judgment here, there's different choices to be made now. Hangman and the King of Swords, he is going to have a big fight right now for his freedom. This is karma, not just for what occurred right now, but also things that he's done in the past. We have this Justice card, this Five of Swords, and this Three of Cups is the underlying energy, which to me, this is talking about somebody else snitching, somebody else opening their mouth and talking about who was involved in order, because obviously they have their own case that they're fighting, so they're trying to get mercy or less time or some sort of immunity. Like, I was in the car and he was the one that was driving and this was the one that shot somebody and I didn't touch anything, I was just there, you know, that kind of snitching. We have the Nine of Swords and the Tower card here after that Death card, guys. Like, it's really not looking great. it's just so sad to me when I see that people like had such an opportunity to do something with themselves, but yet you're still caught up in this old stuff that you supposedly fought to get away from. And then you're going to lose everything that you were granted and worked so hard for and were blessed with behind doing the same dumb shit that got you in, you know, that you were fighting so hard to get away from in the first place. Spirit, please tell me, is he going to go to prison because of this? Yes or no? Thank you, Spirit. Keep hearing 25 years. So there is some sort of like offer that's going to be made, like obviously like, oh, instead of risking going to trial and getting, you know, a life sentence, take this deal that you're going to spend 45 years. Obviously he's not going to take it, but again, with this Devil card and this Three of Cups and the Chariot, it's somebody else talking and opening their mouth to try to get themselves out of the trouble that they're all facing. And we have this Moon and this Five of Cups. Jeez. And then we have the card of imprisonment. He's definitely going to have to serve time, guys. I don't feel like it's a life sentence, but I think it's going to be one of those things that's like 25 to life, you know, real hard, tough thing that he's going to definitely have to serve a good long while before they're going to let him out. But, I mean, if you're going to be the getaway driver and people are dying, like, that's kind of the consequence that you're going to pay, right? Because, I mean, if you or I was driving a car and people were shooting out of it and then somebody was, you know, hurt that bad and we threw them on the side of the road afterwards, like, we'd face the same kind of stuff. Spirit, how does Reginae feel about all of this? Thank you, Spirit. I want to see where Reginae stands with all of what's going on. She tried to warn him in the past, like, about, like, don't get caught up in stuff. And her dad did, too, is what Spirit is saying. Both her and her dad have, like, warned Lucci, like, hey, like, it's not worth it. Even if you think that you can make more money in the streets than you can in the game, or you got to protect your homies or whatever. It's like, leave that shit behind. It's not worth it. Because Lil Wayne is an air sign, so he's coming up as this King of Swords. And then, you know, here's the Queen of Coins, which is Reginae. And with this Eight of Wands and this Ace of Coins and Knight of Coins, it's talking about them really having these deep conversations with him about, you know, Seven of Swords, Palace of Coins, leaving behind that old life, you know, leaving behind chasing that money that way because getting in these situations because it never works out the way you want it to. And with the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Cups is the underlying energy, she definitely is obviously hoping that things will be better, like that he's not going to end up having to do all of this. But it's also like, you lied to me about your involvement in these kinds of things because you told me you weren't doing that anymore. So she's actually upset. She's upset he's going through this, but she's also upset because it's like, you lied to me. Like, you told me you weren't doing that anymore, and you obviously can't, like, tell me that's not happening now. How does Lucci feel about Reginae's spirit? Thank you. Reginae, I feel like God was protecting you. Leave him alone. He feels like she's emotionally immature, but he also thinks that he's gonna somehow like find a way out of this, guys. Palace of Cups, King of Coins, and Palace of Wands. It's like, I'm gonna find my way out of this situation that I'm in, and me and her are gonna fix things. She's not gonna fix it with you, though. She's really running away from you, dude. But he also feels like she's not actually built for this life. Like, she's a little too spoiled. So it's like, even though she's been there with her dad going through this kind of stuff in the past, like, he doesn't feel like Reginae is, like, built to be 10 toes down with somebody while they go through incarceration or something like that, because it's like, oh, I can't pay attention to you, I can't spoil you, I can't spend time with you, I can't do the stuff that you would want me to do, so you're not gonna get what you want out of me, you know, like, so you wouldn't be able to hang. Spirit, is YFN Lucci gonna get out of this? Yes or no? Spirit, is YFN Lucci gonna get out of this? Yes or no? And this is gonna drag out, guys. And I keep hearing like they're really determined. These rappers that they're picking up right now between Casanova, Giarbo, you know, YFN Lucci, it's like they feel like they're determined to make examples out of them. I don't see him getting out of this, guys. He's gonna try, but I just keep getting like he's gonna have to serve something. He's gonna be begging, you know, not begging in the sense of like crying in the courtroom begging. It's more behind the scenes, like his lawyers trying to work out like better deals, get the case dropped. Like, it is gonna drag out. It is gonna drag out. You know, there's a lot more that's gonna come up, is what they're saying too, as far as his involvement in other things, because those people that are snitching, they didn't just snitch on what happened that night. They're telling about all the other stuff that's gone on. You know, he definitely has one of those Tekashi 6ix9ine people in his camp that it's like, let me tell you everything about everything, even stuff you don't know about, because I need to save my ass. So, unfortunately, Lucci, you've got a big battle ahead of you, and I feel like you are going to have to do some sort of time one way or the other. But, I mean, you know, Reginae, work on yourself, girl. Heal. Anyways, guys, I love you all so much, and we do have more videos coming, so stay tuned, and I will see you again soon. Bye.